Good morning, guys. Sorry for the slight delayed start. I've been trying to get some stuff set up. As you can see, we have some new music, and that is due to me finally getting around to getting with Upbeat and getting a premium subscription. That way I don't have to deal with all of the copyright stuff, which is no fun. So got some music where we can basically have a plethora of different options, which is very, very nice. Let me know if that music is too loud, not loud enough. I can adjust it accordingly as always. I think we'll leave it there for now. And today we're going to be working on, well, we're going to be bouncing between these two servers, but we're going to be doing the creative server first because I do still need to suss out, and you guys are going to be seeing me banging my head up against the wall on stream doing some redstone. We need to suss out a couple randomizers and give you guys kind of a sneak peek of what's coming. Me and Moss, we were up, let's just say pretty late. My time, we were up until almost 5 a.m. And his time, he's 3 hours less. So I think he was almost up to like 2 a.m. doing some work on this stuff. But we have some copies of this to bring it onto the actual server for the structure app. And then we have the hill over here. So basically what we're building is a King of the Hill minigame. And then we had some stuff over here where we were kind of experimenting with different types of randomizers. But let's not get ahead of ourselves. Before I get into this, I will do a brief overview on the hill itself. So this is a King of the Hill minigame. If you're familiar with King of the Hill, then you probably already know about how it works. But if you're not familiar with it, the goal is to have the most time as a player or a team on the hill before the time either runs out or you reach the maximum score. And the way that that works is you go into the hill, and then if you come in here and you try to trick it and you just like press a button, and then the button, which it kind of changed out my blocks here. Let me put some of these blocks back in here. And let me put the corresponding buttons on here too. We want the right buttons. Welcome in, LTO. Hopefully I'm saying that correctly. So we got the black one there, we got the cyan one there, the silver one here. Good morning, GG, welcome into the stream. And the pink one here. So if you're not familiar with King of the Hill, you will come in here, and if you try to trick the machine without being on the hill and you press the button, you're only going to have one light pop up, and it's not going to do anything aside from make the light pop up. The way that you're going to score points is you have to actually capture the hill, and then depending what team you're on, you're going to hit the button for your corresponding team color. So say that you're on the silver team, you can hit that, and then it's going to activate the counting mechanism. You're going to get the chime, and then it's going to start counting, which this would be counting down below for the gray line going to the main module there. The second that you get off of this thing, it's going to cancel it out, and if you want to get points again, then you're going to have to jump back on the pressure plates and re-hit your team button. The reason for that is whenever somebody comes to try to capture the hill, like try to kill you or chase you away, then once you give up the hill, then it's open hill again, and then another team can come in here and say, well, I'm the black team, now I'm capturing the hill, and then somebody else needs to come and kill him. Now periodically these hills are going to move, which is kind of what we're going to be working on today. And we have one hill here, but there's going to be 3 other hills throughout this mini game, and the 3 other hills will have a chance of being active, and the hills will only be active one at a time. So whenever this one randomly stops, which it could stop working and counting points even if you're on it, and the time's going to be completely random. So you might be standing on this one, and the hill might move to the other hill across the arena, and then you got to go over there in order to get more points. the only hill that's lit up, which like I said is going to be one at a time, is going to be the only one that's going to give you points on the scoreboard. And that's going to be the part that we're going to be working on today, the randomization circuit for that. And I not only want to randomize which ones are going to light up, but I also want to randomize the amount of time that it's going to take in order for those to be lit up, the length, the duration that it's going to be lit up. Now, basically, this is fairly simple. Whenever you are ticking points for your team, it's going to tick a redstone line, which is then going to go all the way over here and tick one of these redstone lines. Yes, buttons. And I do apologize, all of this was nice and neat colored concrete, but because Structura cannot copy over, I guess, concrete now? Seems like I had concrete copy over before, but I don't know. Yeah, because there was a reason it would not copy it over, and then I had to change it all to Blackstone, which makes it look a lot less organized. But basically, this is going to be where it counts up. This redstone was just counting, so I can move this. There we go. Don't fall in the hole there, Cal. And then this is supposed to have some bars next to it, so this would be the cyan one. Can't remember what this one is, but I'll just think that one was actually that. That. And then these would be stripes going all the way up. What I added last night was some indicator lights. Oh, sorry. So I added in some indicator lights last night. This will basically tell you whenever the game is ready, this light will be on, and whenever the game is resetting, this light will be on, and then you can't do anything. So these would be going all the way up. Like I said, I had to remove the concrete, so now it's not as pretty as it was. But this is basically what's going to keep score for the game, and it's going to count up. So if you have a 5-minute game, and you could select a game, 5 minutes is going to start filling from the bottom all the way up. But if you go over here to this dial and you wanted to select a 4-minute game, then it's going to start filling from the 4-minute section up. So you would only have 4 minutes remaining, or you can do the same thing, 3 minutes remaining. If you only wanted a 3-minute game, it's going to start filling from here up. The lighting system is a little janky that way, but I would literally have to make this probably 4 times bigger if I wanted to make it entirely reset and count from the bottom. It would be a big hassle. So I opted not to do that. So if we go to the 5-minute game and make sure this thing's fully reset, we can hit that reset button. It's going to put the game into reset mode, which is only going to take a moment because there's no items in there. And then once that resets, we're ready to go. So then we can go back here and simulate some items being put into here. And I guess I should have built a clock real quick. I had one here, but I took it out. Got that one, maybe some redstone dust. I don't know if I'll need a repeater, but I'll grab one anyways. That and subtract. So, for instance, on this one, it's going to be the second one over, so we'll give the gray team some points. And this is going to tick a whole lot faster. The King of the Hill modules are set up to only tick 1 item per second, and it's going to take 32 items in order to fill up a light. So it will take 32 seconds to fill up a light, is what that will correspond with. But for testing purposes, we got a clock that's a little bit faster. That's going to start filling this up, and whenever the lights are strobing, you know that this team is actively getting points and that they are on a hill somewhere around you. And now you can see that this team has some points on the board, and they almost have 4 minutes remaining on the hill before they win. Now keep in mind, they can either get to the max of the scoreboard and win, or they can run out of time and win. It all really depends. So now that we have that would be for a 5-minute game because we have it selected. If we go and reset it, then we can hit that light's going to come on. It's going to start resetting, and then once the game is reset, well, actually I can actually change it now because it does disconnect it. So say if we wanted to do a 2-minute game instead, after the game is done resetting, that light's going to come back on, telling us that the game is ready to play again. Three hours later. And now it is all reset. It's set up for the 2-minute game. So now if we were to simulate the hill getting items put in from the gray team, and we're going to get some items going in there, and we'll turn that off. And as you can see now, because we have it set on a 2-minute game, it's going to start up here counting. So it's going to start filling here. So now we roughly did about 60 items. So we have another minute remaining before the game is up. And then in order to reset it, you can just hit that again. That's going to end up resetting the entire game. And then you could select whatever other game you want anyways. I'm assuming that we're going to be playing 5-minute games, but it's nice to have the adjustability, and I figured that it would be a pretty cool feature to put that in there. And essentially all I'm doing is just using signal strength on that dial coming out of a comparator, going through a block, which is what disconnects it whenever it is resetting, and then that signal strength is just going to go up some glass and locking some of the hoppers via a target block. So nice and simple. Nice and simple, not too shabby. I don't even know if these really need to be target blocks there. Probably not, but... Right. Then once you get to the very top, it's going to power these, which will power this. Pushing this down, which is going to stop any more items from being pushed up. That way we don't run into any overflowing. And then we will have a little tone play here, which you could probably simulate by doing this. Something like that. We haven't tuned all the note blocks. That'll be the detail side of things, but it'll play that twice. And probably have that inside of the hills as well. That way you can hear it. So what we need to figure out now, maybe we should get a sign here, do it professionally. We need to randomize what hill is active times 4, which means that we have the 4 hills, and I want one of those randomly active at one time, and no more than one. So one hill active at a time, and then I want to be able to spell correctly. Randomize active hill duration. I think that would be the proper way of saying it. And then I keep on trying to dye stuff with bone meal. Last night when I was playing, like, no, this time I'm using white dye. But I'm the worst about crafting bone meal. I'll be crafting bone meal and then not realize that I started crafting white dye an hour ago, and now I have a bunch of white dye that I can't do anything with. We need some glow ink. Glow ink, boom, 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 make it a little easier. So a couple signs here as to what we're doing. Pop my chat up inside of my browser here. That go in there. So aside from all of this that I have going on here, hopefully that gives a pretty good rundown. If you guys have any questions at all, let me know and I can explain it hopefully a little bit better or go into more detail with certain things. Whoa, that was a big lag spike. Let me break everything apparently. So let's see here, get that done. Yeah, I'm gonna have to pop that up over there. Break all the redstone, why don't we? And then the pink. And haven't really found a better way of doing the redstone up top. I just figured out maybe do like some stairs or something up top. I think I had these. So something like this. Yeah, of course I knew you were gonna mess up the stairs, you stupid computer game. I don't know. Again, that's all detail stuff. I mean, maybe bring that out one more on the final thing. Like, maybe that. Bring that up one more. Then that. And walls. We need some walls. Polished black stone brick. That will work. At least for temporary. Like I said, we might change it around whenever we oh yeah, that definitely is not going to work. Might change it around a bit whenever we bring it onto the server, but for now, that's kind of like the general idea we're going for. Maybe even change out those materials, that way it pops. I think that might be a good plan of action. So how has everybody's week been? Weekend? Hopefully you guys have been doing well. Haven't seen you guys really since last Tuesday, aside from the PBS crew. PSP says, I feel like a trip to Vegas. I like all the blinky lights. Yeah. Now all we need is a slot machine where you pop out a bunch of diamonds whenever you win. So yeah, the overlay will be something like that. Not too shabby. Not too shabby at all. So we're making these in modules. I'm not hooking anything up in the testing world, just because I've tested it all individually. The only thing that I ran into with the hill here is that if you're not paying attention, you can hit with this and you'll start accumulating points. But if you come over here and you hit another one, you'll start accumulating points for two different teams, and that's not a good thing. You don't want to make somebody else have team. You don't want them to get points whenever you're getting points. So hopefully people will realize that and jump off and then reset it. I don't think it'll be that big of an issue. And if it is, I could probably find a way to fix it. I was just trying to make these modules as simple as possible, and if I went ahead and fixed that, then I would have to put a cancellation circuit in, which would probably make this thing twice as big as what it is now. So I'm kind of banking on the lights. One, it's going to be obvious if you got two teams, especially if you're spinning around trying to watch your back where people's not going to kill you. And then you could just jump off, reset it, jump back on, and then hit your button, and then you'd be good to go. But yeah, that's pretty much the rundown of the machine. Pretty much how it works. Fairly simple once you get into it and you look at all the stuff. But what I want to work on now is going to be the timer. And I was playing around with random tick generators, randomizers, and of course there's a lot of different ways to skin a cat. There's a ton of different ways to accomplish a randomizer. I had some sugarcane here, and then you run into some issues to where the sugarcane grows too slow, and then if you add more sugarcane, then you could have it not be long enough between different ticks, if that makes sense. I just had a thought. Same thing with the cactus here. You can add another cactus and then it will grow, but the problem with the cactus and the bamboo is it takes entirely too long. I want this to randomize these hills, or at least attempt to, probably once every minute or two. Maybe 2 minutes. 2 minutes sounds like a good idea. So the cactus is too slow, the bamboo is too slow, and then if you add more to up it, then you have the chance of both of them growing relatively close together, and then you would have like a hill change, and then 5 seconds later the hill would change again, which we don't want that. We want to be able to have a little bit of time at the hill. There's also other randomizers, like something like this, where you could just have a chicken running around in a hole, powering some pressure plates, and depending on what pressure plate he is on, that is your randomizer. But the problem with that is if that chicken's not loaded, he's not moving, and then if he is loaded, he's moving too much. So that doesn't really work either. The setup that I was working on last night was this, and I was of course this is one of my randomizers that I released on the channel a while ago. But I wanted to make it a little smaller, but I think due to simplicity I might just make this a little larger and just do it the way that I typically would. Yeah, copy MBT data, put that in there, that down there, that down there, and then we can just remove this because we don't need that anymore. And then now, is that going to give me grief going up that hill? It shouldn't. Okay. So now, due to the nice and perfect bedrock mechanics, we have a randomizer here. So that one will go, that one will go. We're basically just using the pistons fighting each other to randomize stuff. Which, this could have the potential to break with all the parity that they're doing, but I don't know if they're going to actually be changing how pistons work anytime soon, so we should be good with that. Let me remove this clock that Moss put down. And then on the back side here, remove all this. Move that one, we don't need obsidian there. And then basically what we want to do is convert all of these signals here. If I can put this in the correct spot. And then we'll take some torches to convert that over. So the thing that I was originally thinking about, and this was the thought that popped into my head, is originally I was going to have two randomizers, and then I could put like a little delay circuit inside of here and whatnot. That way it doesn't turn the hill off and on. But what I was going to say is originally I was going to have two randomizers, one for the duration and one for, like I said on the sign, one to actually pick the hill that's going to be active at that given time. However, I don't know if I need two of them, because randomize what hill is active times 4. And then one hill active at a time, so that would achieve that, and then randomize the active hill duration. Duration could just be from this due to the natural mechanics. So that bottom one's going to pop up. So that would be hill 1. And then that would be hill 1 again. So that would be our duration there. So we just randomly had two activations where it would be the same thing. So if this thing cycled once every minute, that would have given us 2 minutes for hill number 1. That makes sense. And then cycle it again. Okay, and now say hill number 3 just went down. And then hill number 4. Hill number 4 again, so 2 minutes on hill number 4. Yeah, I think that'll work. Back to hill number 1. Hill number 2 is active now. Yeah, so I think that'll work. And then if you can't see what I'm doing over here, let's see. Maybe I might bring some of the redstone over here. Redstone. And then depending on what barrel gets moved, it's going to unpower that, which is going to unpower that, allowing that torch to turn on. So it's pretty straightforward and simple. It is bulkier than I would like, but the nice thing is that we have a ton of place underground that we can stuff this thing without nobody knowing it's there. And then we're going to need a game timer. And then, I wonder how long a game should last. Because with this one, in order to win, this is selecting how long you have to be on the hill. This is not selecting how long the game is going to last. So I guess I could. Select hill time below. Maybe I could do it down here. Select the amount of time to survive on the hill. I don't know if that's janky or not. I don't know. Again, that's kind of a detail thing. But we'll have to go from there and see. So I'm thinking, you know, realistically, I can make it to where you could select the game time too. The only thing is if I put another dial in here, then of course that's going to make this a little bit wider. We would need an additional 3 plus a wall. Be 1, 2, 3. Then another thing that we got to think about is if that would actually have enough room to fit inside of our survival server, because we already got a lot of that planned out. That's what mainly me and Moss was up last night doing. We were doing quite a bit of figuring out, but it was a blast. What that I want? Oh, I want, yes, there we go. Put that back, perfect. So say for instance we just wanted to do another game. Then I don't know what intervals we would want. Probably wouldn't want a let's see, we would want a 10-minute game. A 15-minute game. A 20-minute game. A 25-minute game. Am I doing that right? The 10. No, it'd be, this one would be down here, right there. So 10-minute, 15-minute. $20-minute. 25-minute. Then this one could be 30 minutes. Which, I mean, that could be fairly simple to do. That could just be a selection that would lock and unlock a set of etho hopper clock timers in order to make that work. I just don't know if I need that much adjustability between the games. And then also having enough room for it. Because this would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. Up onto the actual PBS server and take a look how much room we have to play with, because we have 21. I'm down in a hole. Okay, and it's nighttime. Great, wonderful. It's always nighttime on this server, I swear. Probably can't despawn anything because I got my camera account over here. Watch out for some creepers. So we got some structure packs loaded up. As you can see, we have the hill loaded up here. We just have to build it, which I'm going to be time-lapsing here soon. And then we have the master module already loaded up over here using the structure add-on, using the armor stands. Get out of here. Oh, saved me a little bit of durability on my axe. But if we jump into spectator mode here, you can see this is what we were mainly working on last night, getting the layout done, and I'm kind of backwards. So the center rooms that have the divider in them, these are going to be where each of the teams starts. So you'll have a team on the top starting, a team on the bottom, and they might get their hill, they might not get their hill, hard to say. Same thing with this side, we'll have a team start on that one and a team start on that one. And then it's also going to be 2 stories. So depending on how depending on the amount of players, I may or may not lock and unlock the ability to go to the second floor. Not entirely sure on that one. I might add that in just because it's really simple to do. I mean, all you're doing is adding doors and a lever. And then, I mean, you can make it more technical too and just add in like a timer if you wanted to where like the doors would unlock at a certain part of the game, but we'll see. I can always go back and make adjustments. So there is actually quite a bit of room. So we would have well, you gotta be careful. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. That'd be 17, 18, 19. Nope, creeper. You'd never be fast enough, can ya? Man, I have my peaceful music on here, just trying to vibe out. And you gotta come over here and blow stuff up. Any more creepers? The only thing with this is, oh, I hate that new elytra bug. I would have to move the hole over a little, which is not a big deal. Just a little bit more digging. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. And then we would have 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. So we're adding, what, 5 to it? I think it was 21. It would be 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3 there. Okay, so if we moved it over that much, then that would allow it to, well, actually, I guess it really wouldn't be centered because it doesn't start here. Okay, so yeah, on the other one inside of the testing world, we did have the sidewalls added in. So if we put a sidewall there, sorry guys, let me figure something out real quick. And then sidewall, dial, last sidewall. So we would end up with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. Okay, I'm thinking that would be accurate. Then we would have 3 on each side, which would give us like a little hallway each to go around it. That could potentially work. Alright guys, give me 1 second, I'll be right back. I leave the top open, end up getting ate by a phantom. Alright, sorry guys, had some daddy duty. Let's see. Welcome in, Kateo. Good to see you. Hope you're doing well. So if I did it like that, then I would literally have to shift this thing over 1, 2, 3 blocks. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. Wouldn't be a big deal. We would just have to do a little bit more digging. 1, 2, 3. And name tags H. Of course, I don't have any of my. Nope, not that. Really? Get out the way. I need to rename these so it renders the right model. Better yet, let me get rid of some of this material. Better not be another creeper behind me. I'm saving a bunch of this. I don't know if I should make another chest. We'll do this. We'll put it over here at this minigame. That'll work. No, leave me alone. Down, nope. You guys just don't know when it's enough, do you? No? I'll bring over our transport box too, that way if we have it, we can put some more stuff in it. Instead of cluttering up our inventory. Get rid of some of this dirt too. So I want to split these, so that way I can have one for H and then I have the other one for M. Which should render the master module. Whee! So how crazy have you guys been being driven by this new Elytra bug? It's been driving me batty. I feel like I'm on the moon. Okay, so there's the new render of our new module. And then that will give us enough space. This last will probably be changed out for maybe some blocks, some building blocks, I don't know. Maybe just leave it. Who knows? And then that would give us enough for I'm thinking wall, dial, wall, 3 blocks there, dial, wall. That should work out. Okay, now that we know that we're gonna have enough room, let's head back to the testing world. Oh man. Okay, hold on, let me fix that real quick. Last time I logged out without putting myself in a safe spot, it did not end well, so let me put myself in a hole at least. Yeah, so mainly last night, the grind that me and Moss was doing was digging out all of the tunnels for the redstone and stuff like that. But I think we're pulling a Dark Knight Fury, which if you don't know who that is, you should. It's one of our newest members. Check him out if you haven't. But yeah, I was originally like this King of the Hill game was just going to be like a little game, and then we pulled a Dark Knight Fury, and now it's like takes up half of the gaming district. I do still think that hers is bigger though. And she built it in like a week. Like this world copy is not even that old, and I don't even think it's over here. No, this is like regular world generation there. And then if you go on the server, that's a giant capture the flag arena that she made. There's 2 stories with a whole bunch of detailed interior work in every room. She's a bit of a mad lad. Excuse me, Cal, I'm going to need this area. This is a restricted area, please. This is a construction area. Oh, thank you. Okay, well, then I guess you are going to be trespassed. This fancy redstone is going to be a King of the Hill minigame. So it's basically capture the hill and hold the hill for as long as you can. And the hill will change between 4 different hills. So this is the master module, which will be like the scoreboard and keep track of all the score and everything. And then you'll have the hill over here where you just go over here. You have to capture the hill, so you have to stand on it and then press whatever team color you have. And then that's going to start counting points for the scoreboard over there. DSP says he thinks that it contacts the mothership and also makes espresso. You know what? If I just add a couple skulk sensors and a couple calibrated skulk sensors, I could probably get the mothership down here. Let's not get sidetracked. Maybe at a later time. Maybe we'll get the mothership. So yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun once we get it done. So right now we're building it, testing it, and making sure everything is good in the creative world, and then we're going to be bringing it onto the server. The only thing is that and that, don't that. I need a redstone block. Should be good enough, I suppose. The only thing is, oh, we need hoppers too. Because I need to find out, does anybody know offhand how long a etho hopper timer lasts? Copy and paste. Let's see if I can't do a quick Google search. Good morning, Jason. Welcome to the stream. How long does a etho hopper clock run? I feel like there should be like a website. Be like, 'cause I remember having to do all this for the potion brewing machine. So I think it's 256 seconds. Is maximum. Welcome in, Foxes. Welcome to the stream. 256 seconds, which would correlate to 256 divided by 60 would be 4 minutes and 26 seconds. You times that by 2. Okay. Times it. Times that by 3. 12 minutes. This might get complicated. My day's been going good. Kind of short, well, I can't really say it's been short-lived because me and Moss was working on this until my time, about 5 a.m., 4:30, 5 o'clock, and then got up at 9 to stream, so I'm running a little low on sleep, but not too bad. So every item is, or every 2.5 items is 1 second. So I guess we need to figure out for 10 minutes, so 10 times 60. Why am I not using my calculator instead of Google? Seconds times 10. 600. I did not even need to punch that in the calculator, you big dummy. So we need 600 seconds, which would mean that we need to times 2.5 items by 600, which would be 1,500 items going through a etho hopper clock timer. So that's probably going to have to be broken down into 2 timers in order to get it accurate. Good morning, Moss. You get enough sleep there? Moss says, I'm lurking, chugging coffee by the gallon. Yes, I'm on my first cup and it's starting to go cold, but it's almost gone, so I'm about to give me another hot cup. Why is that not 1,500 items? Why is that not sounding right? So 1,500 divided by 2 would be what, 7.5? So 7,500, we would need 7,500 in each etho hopper clock timer, and of course that's not going to hold it because we're going to have 64 times 5. I think 256, no, 320. So, I'm wondering if maybe instead of doing all this complex stuff, I should just set up the timers. And then I guess I could stack them over top of each other. That would probably be a better way of doing it. Now, does this still work if I put redstone there, and then move this block? Will I get a break in the redstone signal? Yes, I do. Could have used a sticky piston. Now is that break going to be enough to make that go over? Let me get a sticky piston. Yeah, that's what I figured. So nice and easy there. So every time that this etho hopper clock timer on the top triggers, which we will definitely need to change that out more. And we can do this and this. You guys have probably seen it a million times before. There, there. That block, hopper. So basically the way that we're achieving a longer signal, if you're not familiar, is we're going to have one etho hopper clock timer in conjunction with another. So if we basically fill this thing up to a max, we would get the maximum 320 items in here, and then whenever this gets done in cycles, it will allow one to go through here and cycle this one time. Or you can make this where it has to cycle twice. Just all really depends on what your end goal is. But it kind of flusters my brain trying to get it all sussed out for sure. So essentially if we had essentially if we had 3 arrows in there, we would have this thing cycle 3 times. So there's 1, and then 2, and then the 3rd time it would cycle it. Yes, the dust on the top is locking both of these hoppers simultaneously, and then whenever you move the block, it's briefly unlocking it, allowing the item to transfer one at a time. It just does it fast enough where if one can just transfer one item really easy and fast. So basically doing it like this, we can amplify instead of having a max duration of, what did they say it was, 320 seconds? Let's see. Uh, 256 seconds. So if we have this on 256 seconds, and then we can only have 2 inside of there, so then it would be every 512 seconds instead, because now this will basically act as like a T flip-flop, if you will. The only thing is, I don't know about having all this adjustability on it. Might just end up doing the KISS principle. Maybe doing like 10-minute game, 20-minute game, 30-minute game, and that's it. Something like that. Because I mean, I was going to put a red coder on this, and so since I'm using a red coder, that would make it to where I can theoretically put these signs wherever I would want. Yeah, I don't think that we need this much adjustability. I want at least a 10-minute game, because if you're playing a 5-minute game on the timer, then you don't want like have to be on the hill 5 minutes and the game's only 5 minutes long, because then you're never really going to be able to win score-wise, only time-wise. So let's let's go with a new tactic. And I think that new tactic is going to be putting a sign here, putting a sign here, sign here. I think that's going to be it. 10, 20, 30. Yeah, the countdown clock, yeah, is going to be basically what this is. So there's 2 parts of it. You could either win via reaching score, which once you get to the top you'll win, or whenever time runs out, whoever has the highest amount of score is going to win. I thought about doing fireworks. It's going to be inside, but I don't know. But I'm not opposed to putting fireworks inside either. Fireworks are allowed inside on Minecraft. This game is going to be King of the Hill, Jason. Only thing is, with that, you know what? I probably have enough room. Probably have enough room. I'm gonna take out my little block here, but oh well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 1, 2, 3, 4. Negative, we'll start with negative 10 for now, and then, what did I say it was, 3 or 4? Do 3, there we go, and then maybe down 1 more, oh, down quite a bit more, a little bit more, there we go, there we go. I guess we'll do 1 more over, yeah. Beautiful, did I get it all the way to the bottom? Yes. Moss says, morning everyone, sorry, mostly lurking while TCB What's TCB? DSP says, big ones, multiple sources, fill that sucker up with particles. Yeah. I wanted to crash the server every time a firework goes off. You know, there actually used to be a bug on The Conjuring. And that bug, every time a firework would go off, it would crash the server. I think it might have been like a realms only bug. I don't know. It was kind of annoying though, because we couldn't use any firework. Take care of business. Gotcha. Okay, now we can go back over here and plop that down there, get our red coder started. Probably going to need a torch under here for it. So we'll light up that one, which is not interfere with anything, I don't think. Except it's not lighting it up tall enough to where... Okay, so I'll probably have to bring this back by one then. Which is not a big deal. At least I hope it's not a big deal. We'll find out if it's a big deal here in a minute. Not that one. We're going to bring this over. I might be better off just putting two comparators and bringing that back. Sorry guys, brainstorming. That way it's nice and compact. Okay, put that one on subtract. Yeah. Figured, but you know, if we did it like this, you know, I might not even have to bring that out at all. Might not even have to. And the reason why I'm building all this out of black stone is because structure does not like to copy the concrete. So I had to use, thankfully I could use commands to change all the concrete out for black stone, but it's still kind of annoying, to be honest. Okay, so that's not far enough out. We need to go another one. Beautiful. So then if we have a... I kind of feel like these signs need to be backwards. Due to the rotation of them. So like this one. I could have them like that. I don't know. So if we did, this one would be 10 minutes, this one would be 20 minutes, and then, well, that one is in the right spot, 30 minutes. So then just to select 10 minutes, 20 minutes, 30 minutes, off, nice and simple. So for the 10-minute game, we're going to apparently not have this built correctly, so we need to extend it out one more. Here we go. We're looking for a dead spot, if you're curious. And I'm thinking we'll utilize the center here. So we'll have that one. In 20 minutes, we will have... Where's the dead spot? Oh, that's not in subtract mode. No wonder why it's not working. Let me, do I get a dead spot there? No dead spot, so maybe here. Yes, there's dead spot, so. that one, and then if we go to the 30 minutes, yeah, this guy's name is Peter Laneson, and he's on Upbeat. I've used a lot of his stuff for some of my recent videos, and I love his music. Just kind of puts you in the vibe, chill mindset. So if you're unfamiliar with what exactly we're doing, this is called a red coder, and we're basically taking a signal strength, and depending on what the style is set to, it will push this dead spot out with every increment of it. So if we go to this one, it's going to turn on that torch. If we go to this one, it's going to turn on that torch. And if we go to that one, it's going to turn on that torch. DSP says I was going to guess Fred, but Peter works better. Depends if you're more of a Fred guy or a Peter guy, I guess. So the only thing with red coders is whenever they reset, I don't think that would be an issue. That would be extended. Okay, I might not need the torches in the middle. But whenever it resets, it's going to, what, briefly unpower everything? So I'm thinking if I have some delay in there, then that could fix that problem. Now I just lost my spots. Yeah, big dummy. So one there, one there, one there. And then of course I got it in the wrong spot. You ruiner. Okay, so one there, no, not there. There, there, and there. And then the goal with this would be to pull up a redstone block, which that redstone block would be responsible for powering dust on top of the etho hopper clock timer, which is right here. And whenever a block's over top of it, it's going to lock that and keep it from happening. However, I think in order to get an equal time estimate, we're going to want only one piece dust on there. That way all of the items will drain back to this side instead of staying in this one. No? Is that not working correctly? Oh no. Instead of doing that, I need to lock this. Then that should cause it all to drain out without allowing it to drain back into here. Perfect. I'm up already. It's 11:15. Only thing with this is I don't know. Resetting this. That is the question. That is the question. I mean, you could do that too, but then you would have to unlock these, which you would then lose your pulsing effect. It does make quite the predicament. Because essentially, The problem that I'm having is we want every time that these timers start, we want it to every time the timer starts, we want this to be the same amount of time. So if you lock this one and you have an item in here but not in here, then it's going to start at an inconsistent rate, if that makes sense. There might be a more simple way of doing this. Instead of using etho hopper clock timers, let's play around with an idea here. So I know from experimenting before, and that's where a lot of this stuff is from. I know from experimenting before that this setup, my block go. I need my block. Give me a block. Thank you. Get out of here, sheep. Leave me alone. So I believe this one on a 2-tick delay will cycle a dropper. Which, I mean, you could even do it like this if you wanted. And I believe it's on a 2-tick delay. That sounds a little fast. Yeah, sounds a little fast. Let me look over here. So I have this, and I figured that this would be pretty darn close to a minute if I can get through the spaghetti. Which is this clock here. Okay, so it's on a 4-tick delay here. And then, this will basically just... where'd my pusher block go? Somewhere around here. Oh, right here. So this will push down complete on this clock circuit, and then 4 ticks plus the, I think it's 2 ticks for a torch turn off, will equal, I think pretty close to a second. For 4 redstone ticks plus 6, I mean it's fairly close. Okay, so this should be fairly close to a second. Speaking of noodles, I got noodles in my microwave. Hold on, I'll be right back. Well, unfortunately, I just made an awful discovery, and that was that I did not put enough water inside my noodles. Some days just goes like that, I suppose. Some days you wake up and your morning is fantastic, and other mornings you wake up and you don't put enough water in your noodles. You go to eat them and they're as solid as they were whenever you put them in the microwave. I know. Yes. Yes, you're gonna eat us out of house and home. Welcome in, Dark. Welcome to the stream. We're over on the creative server, doing some creative bits before we bring it on to the actual main server. We were just talking not too long ago about you punching out a huge minigame in like a week. You're crazy. Okay. So that should be approximately a minute. Or not a minute, yeah, a minute, you dummy. Approximately every second that's going to shoot out an item. But the thing is, we're going to want a way of resetting this. So if we put a dropper here, okay, you can stop shooting me, please. There. A dropper here, then that's going to power it, and then that'll go up and basically recirculate, which is nice because then you can then add in a hopper here. But due to the capacity of this, this might be better off doing it like this. And that's going to click the top and bottom ones due to how droppers work, so that's going to expedite it up. So basically a mini dropper elevator is what we have now. And I'm thinking this might be a better way of doing it. Pretty positive. If my little brain is spooled up fast enough and it's picking up what I'm laying down, I'm thinking that this should work. So we'll have a storage container here. And then with this, we won't need the bulk item storage because that's going to take a whole lot faster. So we could do, since we're at approximately a second, then we would need 60 times like a 10-minute interval. I'm wondering, if I put will that go out? No, of course it won't. I was going to say I might be able to make that even more compact. I can still make that clock to where it would work. It just, I don't know if it would hard power it. But we'll cross that bridge. That's something that could be changed. So, 60... Nope, we don't want that button. We want the full screen so it doesn't crash Minecraft. There we go. Bring that back up so I can see that. Was it just a week? Yeah. That one might have been a little longer than a week, but to be fair, you did a full interior on it, and the interior looks phenomenal. You're one of those builders that you can do exteriors really well, but you can also do interiors really well. I was surprised. I'm going to hire you on to do all of my interior stuff. Because whenever I do it, I'm like, where is it? Where is it? Hang on. I got it around here somewhere. Bear with me, guys. Hold on. Bear with me. Where is it? I must have been in the other world. Okay, here. I'll just do it through the inventory. Let's see. Come on, I gotta be able to find it. I know it's in this tab. Oh, there it is at the very top. Yeah, there we go. Here's my interior decorating. There's a bed. Yep, it's a nice bed. That's about all the furniture I'm putting in this house. Yeah, so 60 times 10 for 10 minutes. Be 600? That, no. Yeah, that would be correct. Yeah. Sorry guys, I stayed up entirely too long last night. My brain is not working, so don't judge me on the math. It doesn't work very well, even whenever I get enough sleep. so this can be the lock. No, that's not gonna work. I need 600 items in there, so I don't know how many stacks that is. Guess we'll do stone. Alright, so not too bad. It's like 9.5 stacks. But we're not going to want to lock that one. We're going to want all that empty. Let me grab this out of here. And now our new locking mechanism is going to be this one instead of this. And then we can grab a lever. So that'll be storage. But whenever this is unlocked, then it'll flow back down into here. Do we even really need this lower chest? We might not even need that. We might even be able to bring this down by one. I mean, we're only dealing with nine items? Or not 9 items, but 9 stacks of items, rather. Sorry. Brain not worky. Yeah, 9.5 stacks of items. So, theoretically, we could, that there. Lever there. Oh, that ain't gonna work. So we would have our 9. Nine and a half stacks. The only thing that I would want with this is it's going to take forever to reset. Which that would present an issue. And then that is also being locked because of that. How could we fix that? If I move that out by 1, then it's not going to power the bottom droppers, the thing. Then it would also be nice to be able to get that to reset faster. Could potentially do something a little crazy like this, which would allow it to unload at double hopper speed. Fence post. Then we just got ourselves a minecart, or a hopper minecart rather. If you guys want me to put on some more upbeat music or something like that, let me know and I can change it accordingly. Now I'm assuming... Okay, I assumed wrong. I guess I'm going to have to do like a trapdoor. Trapdoor sounds like a good plan. Well, the only problem with the trapdoor is it's going to be all floppity floppity. I guess if I power it, it'll be fine. Can't have it flopping all over the place. Of course, I'd have to be able to find the trapdoor first. Trapdoor, flip it up, and then there. Your power has no power over my trapdoor. Okay. But now, the question is that going to be double hopper speed? This one going to be able to get some? Yeah. Yeah, looking like it. Yeah, it looks like it's loading up a double hopper speed to me. The only downside is kind of wider than I wanted it, but and you don't really need the rail there anymore. I guess beggars can't be choosers. That's like 3 blocks wide. This is not any worse than like a Ito hopper clock. And since I'm only having 3 different times, probably shouldn't be that big of a deal. And then with these, we can just make the locker system fairly basic. Why not have a lever? Want a lever. Oh, okay. Well, I guess that fixes that issue too, because the only way that you can lock a hopper minecart is if it's on a what's it, activator rail? I think it's an activator rail. That sounds about right. There was another way to keep that thing from flopping. I'm gonna make my minecart move. I guess that's not even really necessary if you actually have it to where it's properly aligned and not being touched. Just a matter of making sure that it's like fairly underneath there. That way it's over top of both hoppers, and that should work good. The only flaw with this, oh man, I'm gonna have to lock that hopper minecart, and that might present an issue. I don't want that thing sucking up items. Let's give that a try. Great, there goes our perfect item count. Yep, figured that would happen. Not a huge deal. We can just make this clock elsewhere. If this lower hopper gets locked whenever it's running, is that a big deal? I don't think it is, because it's going to be going at double hopper speed. Could put that on top. That would probably... Then that would stagger them. That could work. Let's try it. Try it and see. That's about every second, so pretty much the same thing. Except we want that activator rail locked also. Getting more and more complicated as we go. Thing is, do I really want... Let's see, that one's locked. That's the thing, do I really want to lock these? I just want to lock that. That'll be the bottleneck. I really should have my hopper lock pack on, that way I can see what exactly is going on. I'm pretty sure that hopper's not locked. Active, the hell, unobstructed. And then what we need to do is go down here and find the pack hopper dropper. Gigi says, I'm sitting at the car dealership service department just chilling to the music. Well, I'm glad that you enjoy the music. Oh, nope. I don't want to go to that one. I want to go creative. Do you feel like you're in an elevator, Moss? Yeah, okay. So that one's not locked. That one is locked. That's not a big deal. So we can just move that over here. Do that one. We don't even need those there. Now the only thing that's locked is that hopper minecart, which I think I'm going to kill you. You stupid chicken. Okay, well, it's not chicken safe. It is not chicken safe. It is not chicken safe. Nope, 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 nope. Just a little. Can't turn it off? Yeah. Take that, you stupid cow. And chicken. Do I really want to do this? what the heck, we'll do it. Nudge? No. I said nudge. Nudge. Stop. No. Jeez, I'm not very good at this. Oh, oh. Ever so no. No. Jeez. Ever so slightly, barely. No, no. Okay, that might work. Might work. I feel like I want to nudge it ever so slightly, a little bit more, but I know if I nudge it just a little bit more, there's going to be like, going to be like flying past the scoreboard for Splat over there. Oh man. So let's take a moment to think about what exactly is happening and what exactly what you want to achieve. And in order to do that, I'm going to need my second cup of coffee. Thankfully, I have already pre-brewed my second cup of coffee inside of my Minecraft mug, so we are good to go. So I think what I need to do is just grab all of this. I think that should be empty, shouldn't have anything else in there. Get rid of all that stone. And the chicken. Stupid chicken. 600 pieces of stone. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, plus 24. So there is that setup that could work, but what if we did something else that wouldn't require a hopper minecart? So what just popped into my head would be a circuit like this. Well, then we're going to want it to reset quickly. We did something like that. Then the items would come down here real quick, which would then be our reset. We would need to lock both of these hoppers up here. Here, here. Lock them. And then we would just need to make a clock to circulate them back up. Which may or may not be a big deal. So if we did that. that, and then that one there facing into that chest, like so. That's good. We're going to need a hopper here, since that's only counting at single hopper, well, not even single hopper speed, at 1 item per second. That's more than enough speed for it. And then we just need to activate these guys, which we could do the same thing like we did before. Why do I not have my building block? And then theoretically we could make it a little bit taller, not as wide. We're still kind of achieving the same thing. We did. The only thing that we would have to do would be that there, and then of course a piece of glass. Piece of glass just to power that last one up there. Generally what a lot of people don't see is all of the iterations that it takes in order to make something. Now they are out of sync of each other, but I think that's totally fine because both ticks are making up 1 second. So if we put that in there, it should very quickly loop, yeah. And then that would be our counting circuit. Then our reset circuit would I'm assuming stop the clock. Well, no, because we would want to lock this one down here too. How did I even do that? I could have this because, let's see, we want these locked at different times, so whenever it's resetting we want this one unlocked but this one locked. Yes, that seems like a good plan. And then here we can just have this. So that would lock the bottom hopper, unlock the top one, so then everything can reset and go into this chest here, and then I can do that at double hopper speed. Let me give myself some more stone. Something else that we'll want to do is stop the clock from running. The way that we could do that could potentially be something like that. So then we have that one locked, that one unlocked, clock stopped, which would be our drain. So this would be our reset chest down here. This would be our counting chest up here, which will drain in 2.5 hopper speeds, which is not ideal, but I mean it's as fast as you're going to get it, realistically. So there might end up being like a 5-minute reset between games. Okay, yeah, break that for a moment. So to speed this up a little bit, we'll just throw them in here. So we got our 9.5 stacks inside of here. And then in order to turn it on, I'm going to start counting. This should put it inside of this chest while locking these every second. That looks like it's every second to me. Pretty darn close. Close enough where we're splitting hairs and I'm not going to sit there and take a stopwatch to it with milliseconds. So that would be 600 seconds, which would make up 10 minutes. And the way that we could monitor that is that we have these that essentially always have an item inside of them. I don't think signal strength would be fine enough. It would be slick to be able to pull a comparator output here, which shouldn't have a problem doing that, aside from me not having a comparator in my inventory. So if I pull a comparator output here, because you can pull a comparator output through a block and read a container behind it, which is very handy, we can make use of that mechanic. And then whenever this light is on, it's active. And whenever it is off, it is not active. So then I'll just add maybe a couple more bits of stone to that just to make up for the time difference. Yeah, and I think that should work out. So that'll be a time clock there. I mean, the locking mechanism would probably more or less go like this way. That way it's nice and compact. But yeah, not too shabby. I like it. Not too shabby. Then turning that on, that stops the clock. Stops the clocks and locks all the hoppers that you want it to. Yeah, that's pretty cool. I like it. And it's resettable. So whenever you hit that switch, it's going to lock this. The only downside is... maybe I shouldn't stop that clock. Maybe I should just keep that clock running. Because I need that to purge whenever the system's reset. Yeah, it's going to be about the only way for it. Yeah, so maybe we won't lock that. We'll just keep that block. I mean, we could add something like whenever this gets empty, then we could do like that, a torch, and theoretically whenever that's empty now it will stop the clock. Yeah, let's try that out. I think that'll work. Yeah, and now that's all pulled out, that's all empty. The only problem is probably going to leave one or two in there. Again, splitting hairs, who cares? We're talking like one block. And then, theoretically, since we have, oh, I guess we're missing one in here. Theoretically, having all those in there as soon as we unlock this, it should start the clock again. Beautiful. It almost looked like I knew what I was doing. Okay, so 6 minutes or 600 seconds makes up 10 minutes. Yeah, the 20 and 30 minute games are going to take a while to reset. That's the only bummer. I mean, I could make it where I could manually reset them, go down there and just swap chests. Might be an idea. Yeah, but that's pretty cool. I like it. I like it. I think that will work very well for what we need it for. So let's do 3. Three by 6. We're gonna want that lock and lever 3 by 7. And go down by 1. Actually, let me do it like this. We'll do 3 by 6. And then we'll just swap out that redstone dust here for a locking input. Get that out, that way it doesn't copy that. -2 offset, bring that up 5, not 52. And then I guess I'll carve some of this from around it, so we don't have that inside of our copy. Oh, we still got some over here. Let's catch up on chat while I have a second. Moss says, I feel like lightly snapping my fingers after a song finishes. Yeah, something like that. If it's too loud or you guys want me to put something else on, let me know. I enjoy this music. It's a nice, peaceful vibe. Of course, Moss is like, put some Slayer on. Something else. Gigi says, it's nice these people that work here are the most negative people I've ever met. Take it from a man that's worked at many car dealerships. It's probably not a people person. It's probably a stress-related thing. So, yeah, they hate their job. A lot of that stress is that they're working on like a flat rate or commission system. So if they're not selling cars or they're not fixing cars, they ain't making money. So that's where a lot of it stems from. And the dealerships I worked at, I was at Ford for a while and Chevrolet for a while, but you have to go up the seniority chain. You have to where the person that's been there the longest has seniority, and they get to pick and choose all the good work. So you have to basically outlive them before you start getting some decent work. Either that or have some friends there with seniority to where they can kind of feed you, or else you'll starve. Yeah, most definitely. Gigi says, just act overly happy. I'm so glad I'm not you vibes. Yeah. You know, the worst part about being at the dealership is they put that damn vending machine in there. I think half of my paycheck went to snacks. Like, this is not healthy. Okay, so we got a load block now. Did I resave that? Save, save, load, save the load block. Perfect. Look, man, I didn't choose the snacks chose me. I think more or less the selection dials are going to be here. But you know what? This stuff can be underground. It's not a big deal if this like overhangs underground. As long as we don't break the surface. Oh, rats. Way to screw the pooch. Yeah, the thing that was nice with working at the dealerships though is both of the ones that I worked at, now given that they're not all like this, but they were air conditioned. So I was spoiled because I come from kind of like a third party shop, and it would be regularly 110, 115, sometimes 120 degrees in the shop because, you know, it has a tin roof and it holds the heat in. To go into an air-conditioned shop where they keep it like 76 degrees, it was wonderful. But unfortunately, like I said, with stuff like that, there's more to it than just being comfortable at work. You have to be able to survive at work too. So if I wanted to put this thing down, what would be the best way to do it? Rotate it. Would that be good? Yeah, that looks about right. Load. Okay, no. Want to load. Oh, good job. Load like that. Oh, now I'm going to have them side to side. So if I load it like this, then that should put that on this side, yes. And then the only thing with this that we really need is the, that would just be responsible for whenever the timer would go off. So, later on here in the evening, to my Project Bedrock peeps, do you guys want to, let me show, before I get into pasting these things, let me show you what I'm working with, because I don't know if you guys have been on the server and saw it. Do you guys want to, maybe do a stream here in a little bit, and, do a group stream on building this thing, like we discussed, or would another day work better? The building stream would probably be more entertaining to watch, to be fair. A lot of people don't like watching redstone, and I'm not a fan of doing redstone on stream. So if you haven't saw it, this is what me and Moss came up with last night, and like I said, it was kind of like, I think kind of like how Dark's build went. Like, I didn't expect it to be that big, but then it ended up being this big. Now, these don't have to be circles. We can build them out to be whatever we want. I was just trying to more or less figure out the sizing between them. But we're basically going to have our team rooms here and here, and here and here. So there's 4 of them. And then one team would start on this side, one team would start on this side, and then maybe do like corresponding flooring color for the team that they are. And then I was thinking 4-ish my time. Okay, yeah, that would work. Cause I got to run to the school here shortly and do some paperwork for my son starting school. So these are the 2 team rooms, and that's kind of like the less janky way that I could find to do it. The thing is that somebody is going to get the hill immediately, because there's going to be 4 hills in each of these outer rooms, and whatever hill is on, I guess it starts the game right away. At that point, it's going to be, well, it's search and get them off the hill at that point. I was going to dump everybody into the center room, but then I feel like it's going to be like a PvP, and nobody's going to be able to get away from anybody. But I mean, everything here is fluid. We can change whatever we need to. And I thought about either in these tunnels that connect the rooms, maybe adding glass to where you can see through it, or glass windows or something. I don't know. You guys let me know what y'all think in the inside of the stream chat. If you think that these should dump straight into the hill, or if they should dump straight out into the center. If they dump straight out into the center, it's going to be like an instant PvP map. Now, with that being said, I do plan on putting a second story on this as well. But the second story, I'm thinking, is going to be able to be toggled on and off by a redstone lever. So, if you are wanting to just play the lower map, you can do that, or you can toggle on the opening for the second story to give more room for players to run around. The only reason why I decided to toggle it is because if you're playing like one person versus one person, it might be too big of a map and you might want that upper section closed. So let me, I guess there's no point in sleeping. Let me go back down here and find me a nice little hidey hole, or I'm not going to get blowed up away from that Enderman. But the like the deep slate that I used to mark it out, I mean, all that can be changed. It's all fluid. Doesn't have to be round rooms. That's just trying to figure out a size estimate, more or less. I think I should paste it down like that now. Should paste it correctly. Yes, I think that's good. Should be fine. +1. Oh, jeez. Done ruined it. Nobody needs to know. Fine. Nobody needs to. So we're gonna have 3 of these. So one there, one one there. Might be better to space them a little bit more, give us more room. Yeah, it could work. Yes, I'm going to time lapse it. I time lapsed quite a bit last night with us digging it and stuff like that. Because it'll be part of the upcoming episode. And then with these, we should be able to plop, plop, and plop. Oh no, we plopped incorrectly. It's not good. Wrong ploppage. Oh no. Not good. Oh, I ruined it. Okay. I thought that was saved with the rotation. Should have been saved with the rotation. You know what? That wall can stay like that. I'm not fixing it. Not fixing it. It is what it is. Okay, take two. Where are we at under these? Okay, so maybe a little bit further. Why is that not working correctly? Alright, well that's weird. Where's the rest of it? What's going on here? And Tarnations is going on here. Okay. Something got broken. Something is definitely broken. Luckily, I got 37 copies up top. Can I just save this as it is? Oh, you're going to be a pain in the butt, are you? Because of the rotation? Six here, 3 here. Offset 2. That should be it. Take that one out of there. Save as 1. Load it. Copy the data. And then that should be good. Yeah, I mean, I could time lapse it, or we could all time lapse it. Just all depends. Whatever you guys would like to do. Take 57. Let it go. What's going on with the structure block? What in the world? Is it because I'm using more than one structure block in the world? Maybe that's it. Maybe I should save it as something else that the other ones aren't set to. But the other ones shouldn't be saving because they're not having load hit and they're not having power going to them. I still don't think they are. think that might be the issue. I think it might be like saving it whenever I don't know it's saving it. Save. Okay. Everything looks good. Just to be on the safe side, we're going to save this as 2. Load this one as 2. We'll do a test over here. What? Yeah, see? It's like going all cattywampus on me. That's where it's saving that from. Save. Just get a fresh structure block, and then we'll just load up 2. Okay. Well, we'll give that a try, I guess. Very peculiar. Doing this whole escapade, I did find out that I want to have that a little bit higher. Load structure number 2, please. Looks good. Looks good. Looks good. Did it really have to be that difficult? Jeez. Remove. 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 Alright, so these will be our time clocks for all 3 games. Now, these are still in the process of resetting. They should have enough inside of there. But what we need to figure out now is the intervals. Well, I guess it's really simple, isn't it? Yeah. So if 600 seconds makes up 10 minutes, then we know that 1200 seconds makes up 20 minutes, which would mean that 1800 seconds would make up 30 minutes. Simple enough. Even my brain could figure that out. What I do want to do is probably clear all of this stone and stuff out of here. Just make sure that we get all this. Make sure that we have the exact number. 24, good. Yeah, I think this one's going to be a lot more reliable of a system too. And then we can go up here, do one of these horribly laggy signs, and bring it down here. This will be our 10-minute game. Our 20-minute game. And our 30-minute game. Yeah, I don't know. I think that there was clocks running that was saving them after I saved them, and then it was just, I don't know, probably operator error to be fair. To be fair, it's probably my fault. It was my fault all along. So I'm wondering if I could just have these all going in the same power line, probably, because there's only going to be one game at a time. And then I could just turn them on and off by toggling these, which will of course hook up to our red coder there. Be nice and easy. Might even utilize the piston pushers like I did over here. So I really like using those. So, did this one fully reset? Let's unlock. So on these, probably want to go a little deeper in here and then do like a burnout clock. Like a comparator burnout clock, or not a burnout clock, but a comparator delay clock. And I think that would give it enough time to allow that to run long enough to purge the rest of the items out. That sounds like a pretty good idea. So instead of having this, you do that, that's going to allow all of those to run, purge out the rest of the items. And then we can do we have, yes, we have one right here. This to bump it up. Just a small one. So there, that's not going to work. So there, and then there, that should work. Okay, so I took out all my redstone torches. Jeez. Okay, so we did it like that. Yeah, that's of course not going to work either unless we use a target block there, which could be. I don't know. Target blocks are weird for me. I feel like they're expensive, but they're not expensive. They're just expensive because I don't have a lot of wheat. So that would give us our delay there. And I could actually further compact that because just bring this back here. We bring that there. That. It'd be nice if I need more room for more of a delay. So like a circuit like that. So if we put 24 in here now, is that going to allow those all to purge out before that turns on? Yep. So let's see if we can do the same results with just 2 of the comparators. No, they're still good. Okay. There's the last there, last there, last there. Got all of them in there, and then it turns off. Perfect. Nice little addition. So then we can just repeat this over. Yes. You bit your tongue. 10 out of 10. Do not recommend doing that. Should be similar, or the same rather. Not similar. Definitely don't want it similar. I want it to be the same. One, two, boom, boom. Same. Good. Actually make it last a fraction longer now that we have the redstone over the top. It will actually work going this way, which would give it a couple more ticks. As funny as that sounds. Because it'll be a signal strength of 15 on this block. Well, I guess that's passing 15 to this, so I guess it really don't matter, to be honest. But that looks better. Okay, so we have ours in here. Complete automatic timer system. And that's pretty cool. I end up doing a tutorial on this. I'm sure there's probably a lot of people that can use it. So since we have the same amount in each one, that would be 600 seconds. So then we just need to give me another 600 stone to put in here. And then here, I just need another 1200. Not that. So that'll take 30 minutes to run out. That'll take 20 minutes to run out. And that'll take 10 minutes to run out. These can probably be swapped out for some regular pistons. And just a heads up, guys, I'm going to probably be wrapping it up, not for too long. Probably give it another 10 minutes. But I do got some errands I gotta run. So right now they are in the state to where they need to be reset. Got these on top where they're all counted. And that's probably got the 30-minute one selected. Yes, 30 minutes selected, good. I guess we can find some different glass to use here. Use orange. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 1, 2. Well, let's bring it down one lower. I could go down one lower as well. We should be able to put a redstone block on the bottom of these. Block, block, block. extend. That one's extended, yes. That one. Okay, that one should be resetting. That one should be resetting. This one should not reset because the 30-minute game is selected. I guess I could do like up here. Would be reset all timers. And these are not all final results, it's just more or less where I'm labeling them for now. And realistically, we could do a power takeoff off of these if we wanted to do an indicator light. In a minute. And I had indicator lights for these, for each one up here, but it added so much bulk to the back of this, and realistically, you don't really need lights because you could just look at the dial and see what it's set to. If it was like a push button system, then I would want that. But since it's not a push button system, I don't think there's really any need for it. So I think we'll probably do similar to like we have here, just to keep it consistent, and do a maybe game duration timer resetting when lit. And then this one, timer ready when lit. So those are our goals here for what we're adding now. So we have timer ready when lit, and then game duration timer is resetting when it's lit. So I think we'll start with the back one first since it's the furthest. And whenever these are all let's see, are these all reset? That one's reset. That one's still resetting. So these I can take off for the probably gonna want to put a game start button over here too. Not right now. So like a game start button here. So game duration, resetting when lit. So I'll leave room to wire that up. Hold on, I gotta sneeze. Man, thankfully we got mute buttons. Okay. So what does this one here tell us? Whenever there is stuff inside of the dropper, that light's going to go off, which is going to be our actively resetting light. So we can tie these in together for our actively resetting, which is going to be what, our middle? Oh. Game duration, timer resetting when lit. Okay, cool. So that works out. Oh, thank you, GG. I appreciate that. Look at that lighting bug. Look. Look, guys, it's this Minecraft Bedrock edition. Can't tell. See that? That's beautiful, ain't it? Bojang, please fix. I'm gonna start doing a spange. Bojang, please fix. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. And I guess here would be a lovely spot for a torch tower. A tall torch tower. And we're going to want this one to, so it's not actively resetting. Okay, good. So we want this to end up where it is off right now. Probably be fine for that. So one where we want it. Now it's powered, yeah, so we want that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So to do a little quick test, if we go to this one, grab 24 blocks, throw them in here where the game is resetting, that light should illuminate, and it does. Perfect. We do the same test on this one. We can grab, I guess, 12 blocks. Wait for this one to be done. Maybe not. Meh. Okay, that was good too. So basically just using a big old logic gate. And then this one. By the way, guys, if you are a new viewer to the channel and the stream, I do have a tutorial series that will teach you exactly how to do stuff like this. It's called The School of Redstone. It's on my YouTube channel. Go ahead and check it out. There's a whole playlist there. So if you are looking at this and you're wondering, man, how does he understand any of that? Don't worry, I'll teach it to you. Just go check out that channel, and it starts at the very, very basic. Well, not channel, but the playlist. It starts as basic as you could pretty much get, and goes over one component at a time, and then it gets more advanced from there. And I do have more stuff for that coming in the future as well. And a sense self-promotion aside, we can I think we just tested that one, and that one tested good. Now we just have to timer ready when lit. You'll link those. Thank you, GG. I appreciate it. In order to have the timer ready, we would want this completely empty, which means we need a new signal coming out of these. Wait, no, you dodo head. Are you lit up? There's... Oh, okay. Maybe there's a bunch in there. Okay, so that one is locked. And has not reset yet because it's stuck thinking that the game is ended. So we'll go to reset all timers, and that should allow this one to start resetting as it is. Might need to help this one a little because it's got a lot of stuff to move, and we don't want to wait 30 minutes for it to. Well, probably won't take 30 minutes to reset, but it'll take a while. So that's what's nice about having the indicator lights on there. It takes out all the guesswork. Okay, manually reset that. Thank you for doing that, GG. So that one, and that one is going to be our output for that up there, and that basically says whenever these are empty, that would mean that all of the items are down here, which would mean that it is fully reset and ready to go. Okay, what if we did this? And this might be a little bit janky. A little on the janky side, but it'll be fine. Everything's fine. Do that. That. Okay, so now if we have a item in here, this should power that. Put that back out. Item in here should power that off. No, item in there should power that off. So any item that goes through here should power it off. Kind of want this to have. Oh well, I guess it's not that big of a deal. As long as this one doesn't start blinking. It shouldn't. I guess it really ain't gonna be any different than these. Yeah, it shouldn't start blinking. Need to find a way around here. I cannot modify that circuit at all. I think the best way to do that is probably good old-fashioned piston with some more glass. And I just changed out the block that I needed. Great. Maybe we should get some more glass for this one, since this one's technically something different. Some red glass. Put that one off center. Toss down a repeater here. Here. That'll work. And then another repeater here. So then whenever this one pushes up, it should set up, powering that, which will turn that on, and then whenever this is unpowered, it's going to push right back down. If you had never seen any of these piston pusher systems, these things are so nice for compacting a circuit. So nice, especially whenever you got to make it past like redstone and stuff, where you're worried that it's going to like intertwine with it and mess it up. So nice. Now I need to make sure that the signal logic on this is correct too. So when these are empty, it means that the system is fully reset. It means that that light would be off. Timer ready when lit. So I need it backwards. Okay. No. Nope, that didn't work. Need to put one more piece of glass in there. There we go. That works now. So now the system is timer ready when lit. And then game duration timer resetting when lit. We already tested that one, it's working. Then the only thing that we need to do is the game start. That game start one's going to go to a whole bunch of different ones. We have those all go up, which all make them turn on, so we don't want that. We got, yeah, that's what I was worried about with that. Talk about some janky redstone, look at that. So delay. And I guess technically we could add more delay in here, I just don't want to overpass it and make it to where it doesn't not flash. Like a little Christmas tree, look at that. The game start button, I'm gonna come from over here under that light. Oh, I just broke the button, dummy. So this button is probably going to be the most complicated. It's got a lot of stuff that it's going to have to wrap around and interact with. So one of the things is that we're going to have to make like a pusher block. So basically you would have something like this that would push a block like that. No, not like that. Push a block like that, and then whenever you hit that, it would push that over, power something, and then whenever the game is over, like a timer running out, then it's going to power this block, which would then push it over at the end. Like that, which would signal the game to be ended. So there's going to be a lot that has to go into that, but that's something that I've run out of time. I'm not going to be able to do that on stream, unfortunately, because I do have to run by my son's school and stuff before they close up this afternoon. So unfortunately, that's going to wrap up the stream today. We'll let me know what you guys think about the redstone streams. It's not my favorite thing to do on stream. I'd much rather be doing shenanigans or building or something like that, rather than something that requires a whole lot of thinking. And typically whenever you're streaming, you are multitasking, so it allows me to not be able to think about things as normally as I would be able to without streaming. That and my son screaming in the background does not help. But yeah, let me know what you guys think about it. If you guys enjoy it, I'll add them into the schedule here and there. But other than that, look forward to this minigame coming to the Project Bedrock server soon. And we're going to be adding it on probably in the next upcoming few episodes, depending on how much grinding we get done. So later on this afternoon, we'll probably be doing a build stream. I might be working on some redstone, but I'm thinking that maybe a few of the members are going to be streaming, so you'll be able to jump around between me, Moss, GG, and the other members, and get their perspective too, if they're going to be helping with it. So look forward to that. We're looking at, I think GG was saying around 4 p.m. my time, which is Eastern Standard Time. So that's about 3 hours from now. So if you want to hang out on that stream and see what the build turns into, which I'm sure with all of us helping on it, it's going to be a fantastic build. Then get all this redstone built onto the server, then come hang out with us. We'll greatly enjoy it. But with that being said, thank you guys for hanging out. I enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.